let us move on to the lady who I know has been chomping at the bit since like the other day when we were talking about this. So, all right, Tina, the floor is yours. Go ahead, do your worst. Let's hear it.
So last week I complained about the kicker. This week the kicker
Yes.
was the only one that was good. Like I'm
Well
literally
done.
going through the list. Is there a part of the team that was good? And it's like, well, we got Russell playing Jekyll and Hyde. First half, he's like throwing balls like nobody's business to all the freaking rookies everywhere. And then the second half, he decides to sit there and watch a fumble be taken from him. Good Lord. Now, oh Lord, I'm not even going to go into the bad refereeing because that's just a given part of the whole thing because it was bad on both sides. There's DPIs being called when there's no DPI and not being called when there is DPI. And geez almighty, to quote Bobby Singer to every one of the Winchester boys, I want to pull Kareem Jackson, get him right in the face and say, you idiot! You just got called for that last week. What the bleep are you doing? Lord Almighty. Now we can get into whether it was clean or not or all that. That's a completely different thing. He knew. He knows they're going to watch. He knows the refs are going to call that. It's going to happen. He's lucky he didn't get suspended. Because if he did, then my entire secondary is literally docked, as my autocorrect on my phone would say. Oh, good Lord. Defense. What the fuck happened? Last week, you kept Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs in the league, to 19 attempts for 48 yards. 48 yards. This week, Brian Robinson runs for 87 yards against 2 fucking TDs. Not even counting all the wide receivers that got in. Oh, my God. Offensive line. I'm not calling him McGlinchey anymore. He's now McFlinchy. He couldn't stay still. He's lucky he didn't get called for 2 encroachments. They called one of those on a defensive guy, which there was no movement on our line. So, again, we're back to the bad refereeing there. Oh, my God. I could keep going. I could keep going. But my biggest thing about all of this is
I'm not stopping you.
No, I know you're not. As you can tell, I'm fired. I'm to the point where I think I'm going to get a shirt that says "Put in Stidham" and get rid of Wilson on the back because I am so done with Wilson. I have tried to understand it. I've tried to get him. Blah 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 blah. I'm honestly to the point where I think Pete Carroll is a used car salesman who sold us a lemon because he knew Wilson couldn't fucking do a check down to save his life. And I hate Pete Carroll with every fiber of my being. Little dumb bozo with his smile and his perfect hair and everything. Oh Lord, he ran before he got indicted or got suspended or whatever they do with the NCAA thing. Okay, I'm done. I think.
Okay, are you sure?
Oh, and just to add on to kind of like what Delilah was saying, it's your offensive. It's the offensive line. Our offensive line was not gelling. They were not keeping that pocket open long enough for Russell to even get to his second lead, if he could make a read, to be able to throw the ball. But that Hail Mary he made, Lord, I've never been so shocked in my life. And then I was sitting there like, oh my God, we might be able to tie this, and then the referees yanked the rug up from underneath me. So